Hello, my fellow HBICs. How are you doing? Nope. Hello, my fellow limitless HBICs. How are you doing on this lovely morning, afternoon, or evening? It is now a morning where I am. So I'm recording this on the day of. I love doing that. I don't know why, because it's usually when I have a zhuzhing. I'm in a zhuzh. I'm feeling judged. So, selling myself time. If you need help figuring out what's going on between you and your manifestation, please feel free to email me at manifestingwithkimberly@gmail.com. All of my coaching info is in the Dropbox below. Just went in the screens you just watched. And yeah, if you need a little zhuzh, you need me to, snap, crackle, pop your ass into shape to get your shit. Because all of us can get our shit. We really, really can. Then email me at manifestingwithkimberly@gmail.com. And I'll help you. Okay. So there's that. Join my channel membership if you need a weekly ZHUZHING. But not bring your old story with you. That's not invited. Okay. So yeah, we go live together every single Tuesday at between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the daylight savings included. So I just know that I think at one time between me and England, we used to be 5 hours separate. Now we're 4, I think. Unless you guys did a daylight savings, I don't know, whatever. Eastern Standard Time, okay? I go live most Wednesdays around 9-ish p.m. Also Eastern Standard Time. I go live on my TikTok. I have gone live on my Instagram. Yeah, I'm everywhere, okay? I'm everywhere. You can find me everywhere. So there's selling myself. Let's get into the nugget of this video. Don't know what the title's going to be yet. I'm going to probably be addressing 2 topics because one's going to piggyback off the other. The first, we'll start with why I am banning people from the 3D. Why I'm banning people from the 3D. To be banned from the 3D, the qualification is usually I find you on my live streams, or you're someone who I have regular interactions with. And if I smell within your comment to me that you are married to the 3D, I'm going to ban you. I'm going to ban you. I'm a little tougher with my expectations of my channel members because I know the channel members are getting an extra dose of me on Tuesdays. So there's that was rude. She just burped. So I'm a little tougher, just right on my channel members, meaning I expect a little more from my channel members. But regardless, why am I banning? Well, first of all, yeah, I can't technically really ban you from your 3D. So anybody taking that serious, I'm not with you 21st. I can't ban you. I want you to ban your damn self. I want you to ban yourself when you cannot let the clutches go of the 3D. If you're falling apart every time your 3D farts sideways, you're married to it, it's gotta go. What do I mean by married? If you are relentlessly triggered by circumstances within your 3D, and I'm not judging you, I'm not laughing at you, I'm not picking fun of you, because I have been there. That's how I identify you. That's how I see through your comments. Because I was that person. And I know it's not a fun existence. It's a very unhappy, full of anxiety existence when you are so attached to that 3D that your daily happiness is based upon what is going on in your current circumstances, no matter what you're manifesting. Now, I am regularly asked about specific person. That is why most of my videos always use a specific person example. But come on, stretch the minds. You can take specific person out and replace that with money, health, anything else you would like to manifest. Just replace it. Because manifestation works the same for all. Okay? Just making that disclaimer. Some of you are literally still hanging on to your specific person so tightly that if you're not snuffing out their air entirely, you're snuffing out your own. And what I mean by that is, listen, I can't stand when I hear people say, you know, your happiness shouldn't be based on your specific person. You know, we shouldn't be waiting on the specific person to make us happy. It's not that that person is incorrect of saying it, but I just think it gives the wrong message because, listen, we're all hoping that our manifestations are going to elicit some form of happiness, yes? But the message that I want to make clear is, listen, you're not doing anything wrong because you feel, you know, you're going to be happier once specific person is here. I get that. Or once any manifestation is here. I get that. I get that. But if you're refusing to live your life, live your existence, and find happiness anywhere other than the manifestation, once the manifestation comes in, I'm not telling you you're going to lose your manifestation. I'm telling you the happiness is going to be short-lived. And you're going to be very married to the 3D again, or still. And that's not what we want. There's nothing wrong with thinking our manifestation is going to bring us happiness. There's nothing wrong with that. But our entire being shouldn't be wrapped around our manifestation so tightly that our existence is relentlessly miserable unless we have the manifestation. Do you see the difference? This is why this is going to tie into another message. I was asked on my live stream, and these are going to tie together. I was asked on my live stream, why does it fucking seem like that as soon as you let go or you no longer want your manifestation, that's when it comes in? I thought we didn't have to let go of our manifestation. So why does it seem like when we're ready to give up that it fucking shows up? And I know, oh my God, that is a very frustrating idea, isn't it? It is. And for a lot of you, that has been the case. It's when you have finally dropped it from your awareness, meaning you've decided, you know, screw this, I'm moving on, I'm picking a different SP. And a lot of you out there have given up on your original specific person. You gave up because you didn't think you were going to be able to manifest that person in. You gave up, you thought it was taking too long, or whatever reasons you had, you gave up, you moved on to a second one. And I do not judge you for that, because we do have the right to change our minds, yes? But I'm going to tell you that if you're giving up solely because you think this is taking too long, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, the struggle is going to roll over into SP2 at some point. Manifestations are not finally showing up because you gave up on thinking about it, you gave up on the wanting of it. No, the manifestation showed up because you dropped your desperate, needy, scared as shit energy regarding the whatever it was, your manifestation. You gave up the, oh my God, I want this, I want this, I want this, I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it, it's not here. It's not here, it's not here. I've been doing this for this many months and it's still not here. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I think I'm gonna move on to a different SP because another one has shown up in my existence. This one's showing me the attention I want. This one's doing the things I want SP to do. So I'm going to, I guess, give up on SP and I'm going to go into manifesting this one. No, that other SP that showed up was your birds before land. Your birds before land. It was your, I can't be happy. I can't live life. I can't stop acknowledging I don't have my manifestation yet that was keeping it from you. And I know, just a bitch, I know. It's hard not to acknowledge that our fucking manifestation isn't here yet. It's hard. It's hard not to acknowledge that. I know, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. The relentless acknowledging it's not here yet is you having, and let me disclaim, I know not everybody's looking at their manifestation and whining and crying that it's not here yet. I know that. But it's the relentless acknowledgement of it that is, it's an underlying fear that we are not going to be able to manifest that desire. So what I want you guys to do, okay, and I'm being totally serious, is open up your mind, open up your perspectives. When you are in fear that that manifestation may never show up, it's not working, right? All my other manifestations come in except for this one. When you are relentlessly in that headspace, you have totally forgotten who you are. You have totally forgotten who you are. And I know some of you say, yes, I'm the God of my reality, or I'm the operant power. I am. But do you believe it? Do you really believe it? Or do you say it because it sounds like something cool to say in a comment section of a manifestation video? Do you honestly know you are the God of your reality? And I know for some of us who grew up with a really heavily religious background, saying I'm the God of my reality feels a little weird or even maybe borderline yucky. Fine. You're the creator. You're the sole creator. You're the head bitch in charge of your reality. Whatever phrasing makes you comfortable, go with that. But really take a moment and sit and think about that for a second. Holy shit, I'm the HBIC here. I'm the one in charge. It is my thoughts creating. It really is. So why am I entertaining the possibility that my manifestation isn't going to come? Why am I entertaining that? Why am I sitting and marinating that? Because most of us have grown up with the mindsets of lower your expectations so you don't get disappointed, so you don't get hurt. And that's why I push, we have to change that. We have to know, fuck that, I'm in charge here. I'm going to get what I want. I'm unstoppable. I'm limitless. I can have whatever I want, period. I think it's important for you all to be reminded that, listen, I know the most common subjects talked about within manifestation is affirmations, visualizations, scripting, inner conversations. All of those are tools to get you to embody a state. The state of the woman or man who has it all. Open up your perspectives for just a minute for me. We are manifesting from our states. And if you are spending the dominant amount of your time in fear mode, in unhappiness, in disappointment, in guilt for even wanting to manifest whatever it is you want, if you are consistently embodying a state that you don't think you're going to be able to manifest, or you're embodying a state where you are constantly beating yourself up for not manifesting it yet, that you haven't been able to do it yet, so you badger your own self for that. If you are constantly in that state, in that mindset, that is a victim/lack state. You do have the choice to start looking at your 3D and taking your fucking power back. You have that choice. It doesn't feel like it sometimes, but that is because you're allowing your circumstances to dictate your happiness. You're allowing your circumstances to steal your manifestation ability. It is keeping you trapped in this manifestation cycle of consume, meaning consuming knowledge around manifestation. Consume. Feel good for 10 minutes. Do your manifestation game. Check the 3D. Be upset because it's not here yet. Have a cry. Have a moment. Back to consume. And it's a fucking endless cycle. Where in that cycle have you acknowledged that you're actually the God of your reality and you actually have the ability to literally shift your state instantly and get into that headspace of, fuck that, I am embodying, I am thinking from the state of the woman or man who has it all, and I am choosing that every day I wake up into the reality where I am getting every single thing I want. I am an unstoppable bitch. Unstoppable. Limitless. Each state has its own sets of self-concepts and regarding anything. Each state does. And when you are always in the state of feeling like you can't have it, it's taking too long, it may never show up, what am I going to do? You are choosing a self-concept of not being chosen, not being wanted, not being desired, not being loved, not feeling good enough. And then you justify staying there by justifying what the other person's done to you. Some of you are doing that. Not all of you are doing that. What they've done to you. You can't come over to the law of assumption and be unwilling, A, to acknowledge your ability to manifest, or to be unwilling to acknowledge that you're the one creating. That you're the one creating. Not about blaming, acknowledging it's you creating. You have to be willing to do that. Okay? I mean that. It's important to acknowledge it is you doing it. It is your thoughts creating. It is you keeping yourself trapped in victim state. I'm going to bring up an example. On my channel membership, I have a rule that, and we're getting better. We're getting better. We weren't always so great. We're getting better. Of not discussing our old story. Not discussing any triggering circumstances within the group because it may trigger others. But I just want to say it's not lost on me. And this is important. It's not lost on me. My channel membership needs to be a safe environment for all, hence why we don't bring up old stories. That's why I push that rule. But it is not lost on me that if you are someone who was relentlessly triggered by someone else's story, that is saying more about what state you are embodying than anybody else. Than anybody else. Both sides of the house are wrong, is what I'm trying to say. Both sides are wrong. Endlessly marinating in your old story, your old circumstances, or what's going on in your current 3D. Endlessly marinating in that and constantly talking about it not only shows you're not doing the work, it tells on you. And it shows you're not trying to let go and do the work over here. Meaning, stop marinating. You can't marinate dominantly and expect change. But at the same time, if you are constantly triggered by hearing someone else's story, that needs to be addressed as well. You can't walk around with blinders on your entire existence. While we're working on dropping an old story, yes, we should have our blinders on. But eventually, you need to be able to interact in your existence. And that might be hearing somebody else's story every once in a while. I'm just saying. So both sides still need work. But as far as my channel membership, it needs to be safe for all. That's why. It's not helping either side of the house to hear old stories. So that's why it's a rule in my group. But the overall is, it's not lost on me that, listen, we have to address why we're being triggered by things. We can't ignore them. Putting a blinder on to why you're being triggered is not fixing the issue. And if you're on my channel regularly, I try to remind you guys, you are limitless. You don't have to consistently think from a perspective of having to constantly reprogram. The phrase reprogramming is relentless in this community, and I know it. And I know that. That's not a mindset anybody should be sticking around with either. When you constantly are thinking that you need to reprogram yourself in order to have A, B, and C, you're keeping yourself in a damn loop too. Period. It is absolutely possible to shift a state just like that. And when you shift your state just like that to the state of the woman or man who has it all, guess what? You are embodying that self-concept as well. It is possible to do that. And I know some coaches who are stuck in the psychology loop don't like to hear that. But I'm telling you, it's possible. It is possible. We are limitless. Don't constrain yourself to the rules and the limitations from others. All the reprogramming in the world is not going to stop that victim state from existing somewhere. That's why I'm telling you, shift your state. Embody the state. You continuously embody the state of the woman or man who has it all. Your self-concept shifts with you. Meaning the relentless reprogramming is not a thing. Why do you think that people manifest without issue from just visualizing? They're not visualizing, I am chosen, I am wanted, I am desired. They've shifted their state. Hence why I try to push the message. Don't tell yourself you constantly need more work. Don't tell yourself you're doing things wrong. Think how you would feel if you had your manifestations, if you felt amazing about yourself. And if you don't know what that feels like because you've never felt that way, I understand. That is why we have tools of affirmations, scripting, visualizing. We have those tools to help get you there. But you don't need to stay in fix-it mode forever. You don't. It's possible to shift that state and hold the state of a healed self-concept. Yes, it is. When we stick in this message of the constant reprogramming, that is a limited perspective as well. It is. It's a limiting belief. That's why I say, listen, medicine, medical community, psychology, psychiatry, all that fucking shit with science as well doesn't belong in manifestation. It is an endless trap, a loop. So you can go buy another product you need in order to fucking manifest. It's bullshit. Shift your state. Shift your state. Work on shifting your state. Don't overwhelm yourself and scare yourself in thinking shifting a state is this horrific, long-ass process. We are shifting states moment to moment. Okay, to summarize, it isn't when you give up on your manifestation that it shows up. It's when you give up the needy, desperate, relentlessly affirming you don't have it yet that brings the manifestation. You've dropped your resistance to it. Don't forget to acknowledge the signs you're receiving, your birds before land. Don't forget to do that. Don't forget to see how you're seeing your person's name everywhere. That is your subconscious talking to you. It's projecting out into your 3D. You're currently in the midst of shifting. I just want to remind you, there is nothing off limits to you. Nothing. It's my neighbor's dogs. Oh, she's going to bark. There's nothing off limits to you. Nothing. The only thing or the only person that can stop you from getting your desires is you. Just you. Tell yourself everything's okay. I always get what I want. Everything always works out for me. I am always in the reality where I'm getting everything I want. Nothing can stop me. I am the God of my reality. I am the head bitch in charge. I am unstoppable. I am fucking limitless. And I will have what I want. Period. And on that note, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Love you all. Be good.